everybody, welcome back. Now, excuse the mess in my office studio. Last 2 days I went through, pulled everything out of storage, going through stuff, just getting rid of what I don't need, don't use, what's been sitting in storage for a long time. But today, what I want to do is, I want to show you a backpack that I have and why this is almost the perfect pack for me. I will say almost because it is lacking one feature, which I'll go over, and it also has to do with photography. But this pack right here has really been crucial to my day hikes and weekends out. Now, this is not a paid sponsorship. I'm not getting any money for this. I bought this backpack myself. I actually got it at Marshall's, believe it or not, for about $30. The backpack is a Fieldline Pro Series. It's one of the best backpacks that I've actually have come across. Now, the problem with some backpacks is they're either vinyl and they're cheap, which means after a few uses they're going to start showing wear and tear, and then after maybe a season they're going to fall apart. Some backpacks don't have enough pockets in them, or they only have one large pocket that you got to cram everything into. Other backpacks do not provide the proper support that you need for your back when you're hiking, because you're putting a lot of weight on your back. The lighter backpacks, like I said, wear out. There are heavier backpacks than this. The problem is the weight of the pack itself. Some of them weigh, upwards of 1-2 pounds in itself, a real good one. And when you start adding your items into it, that's more weight on your back. So we're going to use this backpack that is the almost perfect backpack for me. And I'm going to go over its features and what you should look for in a backpack. Okay, so what do I like about this pack? First of all, it's the sheer number of pockets for organization. You got a huge inner pocket. Matter of fact, still got some gear in here from my last trip. But you got a huge inner pocket for your clothes. Nice thing about this is it is lined with vinyl. It has a separate inside pocket for a bladder. Now, I have a CamelBak backpack that I use when I go on my bike, that I actually put a 3-liter bladder in here. This pack can also take it. And then you can run your hose on either side through here where it says H2O. So depending on which side you want your hose to come out, this way here you don't have to be fishing for water bottles. You'll have your hose right there. The inner pocket's nice and big for clothes. You have two separate pockets right here. This is not one big pocket. Now, the good thing about this not being one big pocket is a lot of backpacks will have one big pocket here. Once you unzip, the flap comes down, everything folds out. This one here offers two smaller pockets, but does give you almost the same amount of room. You got pockets on each side. This special feature on the bottom, you want to do this, and then you got another pocket here. This is really great for carrying your tripod, your fishing poles, possibly a tent. So you can actually put the poles down in here for support, or a monopod. If you need to strap something off, it has a strap there. And unlike most backpacks, this actually has two straps up the top here to secure your items. Really love this feature. It has come in handy as opposed to my photo backpack, which only has one strap and does not have something to support the bottom legs of my tripod. It has a pocket up top where I put my essential items, and then on each side, if you do want to have water bottles, you can actually put them in there. One thing I really like about this backpack is the amount of padding up against your back. These here are very deep cushion areas. They're perfect because they give the support on your back where you actually need it and where you actually need the padding. Straps themselves also have a number of hooks, which I forgot to show you on this side here. Underneath these straps you also have hooks for strapping things on. And then your shoulder straps, nice heavily padded as well to give you the padding on your shoulders. Have a number of hooks in them themselves, so you can hook things on. This actually hangs down, but if you don't like it, you can unclip it. Now I left a little tie so that I don't lose these. You got another reinforced hook here, and same thing with this side. A lot of backpacks, they only have the shoulder straps. The problem with that is if once you start adding weight on it, all your weight is on top of your shoulders and it starts pulling down on your back. This backpack also offers a chest strap to tighten up around your chest. But one of the main features I was looking for, and what you should look for, is at the bottom of your shoulder straps and at the bottom of your pack, you have these little cuffs right here. And what this does is this actually goes around your hips to give all the weight where it's supposed to be on your hips. Top pocket has numerous pockets for like SD cards. It has a zippered pocket that I can put batteries for my camera in. Also has a little hook for my keys. And like I said, the only feature that this thing is lacking is padding for my camera. I'm going to figure out something that I can do to add extra padding. So one of my other backpacks actually had this insert for a laptop or a tablet. Backpack itself got worn out, but the nice thing is this will actually slide inside. So if I want to take my laptop on a weekend trip. So in comparison, this is the backpack that I had been using, which is a low pro photo pack. I really love this pack. This pack has taken a beating. It's got submerged in the ocean with all my gear inside of it. It protected my gear fully. It does have a lot of pockets in it, and this pack is actually still packed. But one of the problems you run into with a photo backpack, something especially along the lines of this, is it was not made for hiking or for day trips. Probably was made more or less for your short trips. So it's only got like a few pockets, but it does have the padding for your camera. One of the problems I found with this backpack is there is really no place to put my monopod and tripod. I've got one loop on the bottom here. Trying to get a leg through that is absolutely horrible. It doesn't fit properly, and then I only got the one strap to secure it. But like I said, this has been good for a little bit of a day hike. I've got a spot for the water bottles. Unfortunately, I really cannot carry that much in it. When you put your backpacks on, what you want to make sure of, first of all, you want to have these a little bit loose at first, because what you want to do is you want to go ahead, tighten up your chest strap, and then the most important part is this should really be down around your hips or close to it. Now with my physical size and build, it's a little bit hard to actually get it on the hips and to give me the support that I need. You know, maybe if you're a little bit skinnier, it would fit better for you, but I do got this from over the years. So you want to make sure this is like around your waist or around your hips, because you want to have all the weight down here. And then you want to go ahead, tighten it up. You want it tight so that it gives support, but you don't want it uncomfortably tight. Go ahead, tighten up your chest strap. And then you want to make sure these are a little bit snug. On your shoulder, but not too tight. Now just do the one for now. And primarily you want to do this when your pack is full, because it will be pulling down. Now, with this on, what you will notice is it actually, if this pack was full, it would actually be keeping my back a lot straighter. Now, the reason why you want to have all these straps on your chest and also the one around your waist and on your hips is because you don't want your pack doing this. That's going to put a lot of strain on your back with all the weight. It's going to cause your spine to actually compress, and that's going to cause a lot of back pain, especially after a long hike. So with this having all these straps and being full, it's actually keeping my back nice and straight. So rather than my back doing this, it's keeping my back in line and stretching out the discs a little bit so that it relieves all the pressure. So it's a proper fitting backpack. But yeah, those are the things that you want to look for. Also having extra loops to take up and hold up the slack so that your straps are not dangling all over the place. So I'm pretty much all packed and ready to go. Got the pack on. As you can see, my back is pretty much nice and straight. Got the padding right in the key points. The weight is down around my hips. And with the chest strap, it's nice and snug to my back. The weight is actually not that bad because it's all centered around my hips, not on my shoulder, weighing me down. Perfect backpack for a day out. I may or may not make a second video to show what I put in here for a day of hiking the trails, but you know, this could even double as a nice overnight pack as well. With all the loops, I can actually strap a sleeping bag on here if we choose to camp out. But this is a great pack, and we'll see you in the next video.